Alright guys, what's going on? Boom! As you've probably seen in my previous few videos, all I do is flex how much I'm earning right now, because I am very proud of it. I worked very fucking hard to get here, and it's all documented on my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. But this is the video that I would have killed for when I was figuring things out and making all the mistakes I did. This is how to make 10 grand a month while in university, while under the age of 20, while working a 9 to 5, while insert excuse, because it's actually very simple, and if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I'm naturally retarded and I had to train myself to become unretarded in order to become somewhat semi-financially successful by the age of 19. So let's just get right into it. This is the video that I wish I had when I was figuring out what business to start, business principles in general, just like ground zero. I'm going to train your mind today. First, let's start off. Who am I and why should you listen to me? We're going to do the whole fucking webinar thing today, boys. So, bear with me here. I don't have a whole script. We're going to do this unscripted. We'll do it all professional. So, who am I? Why should you listen to me? If you're new to my YouTube channel, I just documented since I was broke, earning 25 bucks an hour. Now my landscaping business is doing 40K per month in revenue. Dropped out of university last December, so like 6 months ago. Hit $13,000 a month while in university during exam season. So if that doesn't prove I know how to manage my time and run a business while in university, then I don't know what will. I started taking it really, really seriously just this past March, so a couple months ago, and now we're doing, like I said, 40K a month in revenue, 10K profit, easy, sometimes more, 15K a month, and I'm about to crush that this month. I'll probably do like 50K revenue, 20K profit. Hydrate. Today's agenda is very simple. What mindset do you need? How do you manage your time, right? How do you manage your other obligations, university, your job, the gym, your girlfriend? How do you manage your time so that you can build a profitable business while doing your other shit? What business should you start? Because if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're semi-retarded and you don't know what you're doing, and you saw a TikTok that you should start a car detailing business, or you saw a TikTok that you should do fucking e-commerce. What should you do? I'm going to put your mind at ease, because I went through that retarded mental process where I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I kind of figured out a methodology to like somewhat give you a framework that you can work through of what business you should start. Tenet number 4 of this video, speed kills. You'll learn why soon. Then we'll go on to scaling your business and reinvesting in it, which I think I've done an okay job of. Again, I'm not a business savant. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. I'm 19 years old, earning like 10 to 15K a month. Pretty good, I think. So if you want to learn from me, great. If you don't, then fuck off and click off this video. Mindset. Boys, I know you don't want to hear it, but mindset is everything. So the first thing you need to understand is that money is everywhere. I had a brokey mindset. So I used to think money was very scarce. They talk about inflation and the economy and like, oh, there's money nowhere. That's not true. Get in your car, your $5,000, $10,000 car, drive down the street, just out of your parking lot, just out of your driveway, whatever, just out of your apartment building. The apartment building's 20 mil. The road you're driving on is 100 grand. The street light you just passed is 10K. The grass around you was done by a landscaping company. That costed another 10K. Every car you drive by is 15 to 20K. You pass a gas station, that's $1 million. You pass by a Walmart, that's $20 million. Somebody owns all of this. Somebody owns all of it. And you took a 1-minute drive around your neighborhood. Somebody owns all of it. You just drove past 100 mil. Somebody owns all this stuff. So there's money everywhere. That's what you need to understand. When I was selling like $15 an hour services when I first started my business, it seemed like everyone was cheap And that's because I was selling to people who could afford $15 an hour services. So of course they're going to be cheap because they're opting for the cheap service, if that makes sense. As soon as I started selling to rich people, it seems like everyone has money, bro. It seems like everyone has money. I'm doing a project right now, working with a client. They're spending $30K with me in 2 weeks on some fucking landscaping. People have money. You're just looking in the wrong place. And if you believe everyone is broke, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. There's a lot of rich people. Not everyone's rich, but there's a lot of money out there. So get around the money, right? Feel abundant. Tip the waiter, okay? This is what I like to say. Tip the waiter. So even when I had no fucking money, like 6 months ago, I would always tip, even if I had like $20 in the bank. I just tip my last $20 if I go out to eat. You want to feel like you have money to waste, okay? You don't want to fucking penny pitch. Stop being a cheap fuck. I used to not go out to lunch, like ever, or buy coffee or whatever, for my entire life until like this year, right? I would just like pack a lunch. I refused to buy food when I was out working. Anything that wasn't an essential purchase, I just didn't buy. I was like, yes, I'm saving. I'm so responsible. And I think that served me somewhat well. I don't think you should waste your money on Uber Eats every day when you can pack a lunch. But I started going out to lunch every day, like buying my employees Tim Hortons while we're working, which is like Canadian McDonald's kind of. And what I noticed is my bank account still looks the same, right? If you're trying to save $7 here and there, you're trying to save $1, you're trying to, save your coupons, it's really not gonna fucking work, and it doesn't do anything. So as soon as I got out of that mindset, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy the boys some coffee, they're working hard for me, they're earning me money, I'll buy the boys lunch, I'll buy myself a new phone, I'll treat myself to this, to that. While I am spending more money, like 20, 30K comes out of my account every month, a lot of money comes in as well, because I have a better relationship with money. I know it sounds woo-woo, it sounds kind of woo-woo, but you have to believe me on this. Like, the more money you put out, the more will come back if you do it in a healthy way. As long as you're not completely blowing it, you're doing it for the right reasons. Every time I drive by a homeless person, I give them some money. I think the most I gave out was like $50, which isn't crazy, but like $50 when you're broke is a lot of money. And you just have to change your relationship with money. Understand there's a lot of money and more is coming to you. Don't be worried about spending money because you will earn more. Trust yourself to earn more. So stop being a cheap fuck. Go to an expensive restaurant. Go be around money, right? So last summer, I did like a whole month of really grueling work, like in the summer. It was like super fucking hot. I was doing dirty work. I was like, I don't know, cleaning gutters and doing like property work for my uncle. My uncle was like wealthy man. But just being around the money all the time, I started getting ideas of like different ways I could earn money. Like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. I'm around a rich person. So I'm getting rich vibes. I'm around like a nice house. I'm around his nice cars. Just being around the money makes you believe that there is money to be made. So go be around money. Go to an expensive restaurant. Feel like you belong. And don't feel out of place. Like, you have to act like, yes, I belong here. Soon I will be walking into these restaurants all the time. So just get around the money. Get around the money. I bought this car last month. There's a video on my YouTube channel for my mom. And I drive it occasionally too. And when I do drive it, I feel like the fucking man. It's like my first sports car that I bought. And every time I get in it, I'm like, yeah, I'm the fucking man. And it reminds me that like I spent like a good amount of money on it. Like, this is normal for a lot of people. A lot of people drop, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 grand on a sports car and they go whip around, feel like top G. So get around the money. This is your mindset training. Get around the money. This is your homework. Stop the video. Actionable steps. Stop the video. Stop the video. Go book a train ticket or whatever. Get on the bus. Go to the richest part of your city. Go to a 5-star hotel. Go to fucking 5-star restaurant. Whatever it is. Go to the fanciest part of town and just order water or a coffee, right? It'll be like $7. Your cheap ass thinks that's expensive. Go have coffee and just absorb the atmosphere. Bring your laptop. Work in the 5-star cafe, 5-star hotel bar, whatever. Bring your laptop and work. Get inspired. I do my best work when I'm inspired, not when I'm like, not when I'm going to university campus and I'm with a bunch of other brokies. Like, no, get around the money. Get around the other rich people. And you'll be inspired. All right, lesson 2. The amount of knowledge I've already dropped is astronomical. So, prepare yourself. Okay? Time management. I don't know what most people do with their day, but it's fucking abysmal. Like, I ask someone what they do in a day, and they're like, oh, I don't know. I went to school. I went to the gym. Maybe. But, like, they only ever do, like, one thing productive if they do anything at all. All right? I can get so much fucking done in a day. I don't understand how you fuckers are not getting shit done. Like, I don't understand it. I'll do like a 14-hour day working on my business. I'll roll out of bed into the car, go work, come back at night, hit the gym, come back, edit some content. You have to be fucking insane. You have to get a little bit sleep deprived, and that's okay. I mean, in the long run, if you want it, that's what you have to do. And a note on time management, since I am a time management expert and I waste very little time. It's not about, focus is not about adding things to your schedule to focus on. Focus is about cutting things out. Focus is the removal of distraction. Focus is the absence of distraction. So when you say, I just can't focus, it means you're distracted. So you need to remove the distraction to focus. So cutting out distractions is the key to getting more shit done and creating your business and earning $10K a month. So what are you going to do? Your phone. Where is my phone? Your phone. I have no notifications. We got your boy Sean Strickland. I have no notifications. My phone is always on silent mode. Okay, I lied. It is now. It's because when I was working, I have it on so I can take client calls. But it's usually on silent. My phone doesn't have the raise to wake feature, so I don't get like distracting light. I always keep my phone down, face down on my desk, or I just take it and I'll like throw it on my bed while I'm working, and it's just out of sight, out of mind. You can't distract yourself. This is amateur shit. If you're distracted by a little piece of glass, you're never gonna fucking do anything important with your life. So get your shit together. Turn off your notifications. Have nothing on your home screen. Phone in silent. Your PC. So you should get this fucking Chrome extension, Undistracted. It has a whole bunch of apps here that you can just like hide certain features of. So for YouTube, I can hide the comments. I can hide, I can hide all kinds of things. So if I actually go to YouTube, you'll see what it looks like. It's very hard to be distracted because there's no videos, because this Chrome extension like blocks it all. So I would highly recommend that. Yeah, stop being fucking distracted. What are you doing? You go down the little TikTok rabbit hole? Do you even want to be successful? Like, what the fuck? How are you going to let yourself get distracted, man? Amateur shit. So, the next thing. Keep a clean environment. I mean, I'm somewhat guilty of not doing this, but my desk, for all intents and purposes, is pretty clean. Just thought I'd add that one in there. Cut out stupid shit. drugs, partying, junk food, anything that'll take away your focus. If you want to build a decent business, it does take a lot of fucking effort. So make sacrifices. You'll be okay. Also, minimize your morning routines. Like, a lot of people have these really bullshit morning routines. Like, first I gotta wake up, then I gotta do my hair, then I gotta shower, then I gotta fucking, I don't know, read a book, then I gotta do this and that, and then I can work, and then I gotta work out. Like, bro, I used to do all that shit. Like, I used to wake up, I would have a full routine, a morning primer, where I told myself I needed to do a whole bunch of shit before I could get anything done. Like, I needed to take a cold shower, I needed to meditate, I needed to do some yoga, I needed to journal. It's all bullshit. Nowadays, I wake up, I roll out of bed and into the car, and I go work. And I'm okay. Like, you don't need all that shit. What if you just spent all that time you spend doing nonsense working? Imagine how much money you would make, right? So, priorities. Specifically, pertaining to university, here's how you manage your time. Because I was doing over 10K a month while in university. I only attended mandatory classes. I'm not telling you to skip classes. But, you know, I only attended the mandatory ones. And then I would just get ahead by reading the textbook. And I'd be ahead of the class for 2 weeks just because I was proactive and I read ahead, and I didn't even need to attend the class because the profs would just reiterate what I'd already read in the textbook. Make your time more effective when you're studying. So I like to do something called batching. So instead of studying for like 2 hours a day throughout the week, it's very time consuming. I would just dedicate like Saturday or Sunday. Yes, I would sacrifice the weekend. You have to make sacrifices. I would just sacrifice a whole day to study. Or like not even the whole day. I wake up at 6, wake up at 7, study until noon, 2 o'clock. You got 7, 8 hours of studying in, and now you have the rest of your day, right? And if you do it all in one block, you're going to complain that you can't focus. I know your excuses, but you can train yourself to do it. And then instead of spending 2 hours a day, which is more like 3 or 4 because you have all the time around the studying block where it's like, oh, you have to get settled in and you have to pull up your documents and all that. If you just do one long study session and you study effectively, like phone off, no distractions, locked in, material already loaded up for you the day of or the night before, taking notes, only studying what you're really lacking in, kind of like an 80-20 approach where you're studying the most important concepts, maybe leaving out some of the less important things, you'll get it done. Like, I was in kinesiology, so like it was a pretty heavy workload in terms of like memorization, but I still passed all my classes with like pretty decent grades, with like 4 hours effort per week. So it just depends, man, whatever your priority is. If studying is your priority, then do that, but you probably won't make a successful business. Make your studying more effective by studying with a tutor or someone else. I tend to waste a lot of time if I was studying just by myself because if you don't know the answer to something, you spend a lot of time wasted trying to figure out how to answer the thing you don't know. Whereas if you have someone who just knows what they're talking about, you can just ask them, if that makes any sense. Last thing, I know you guys are like, dude, what does this have to do with business? Making 10K a month, I want to be rich. I know, but first you have to manage your time well if you're going to build a fucking business, because you just want the quick answer. There is no cheat codes, okay, to this shit. So, I like to work out and be fasted when I'm doing like any sort of cognitive activity. I feel sharper. So I'll get in a workout and I won't eat before like studying or whatever the case was. And I'll just feel mentally just so much clearer. Imagine you're just like mentally 100% whenever you study all the time. That's what it's like when you fast beforehand, I found. Because when you eat like carbohydrates and all that, your blood sugar gets spiked and your brain just kind of goes retarded. The food you eat like massively affects your productivity. So experiment with that. Experiment with this one. Good little hack. So let's talk about business finally. Let's get into the juicy stuff. What business should you start? I'm going to assume you do have a 9-to-5 or you're in university or whatever the case may be, and you're wondering like, shit, what business should I start? I saw this on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. I know it can be hard to figure out which business you want to start because that was me, right? I researched all the different models. I was like, ooh, let me type in how to make money online. Oh, okay, I can do SMMA, I can do blog writing, I can do fucking e-commerce, I can do car detailing. I saw that on TikTok. It's like, what business do you start? And I kind of struggled with that question for a long time, and I ended up trying a lot of things. But I kind of created a framework that can help you think through this process a little more effectively. So what you need to understand is that anything could work. The question is what you're going to stick to. Because if you don't stick to it for more than a year, you're not going to fail enough times to learn the lessons you need to learn to make enough money. So what are you going to stick with? And what you're going to stick with is probably something you like a little bit. I'm not saying you need to follow your passion. I think that's BS advice. I'm not super passionate about landscaping, right? But I am passionate about the money, right? So I'm not saying you need to follow your passion if your passion is basket weaving. I don't think that's a good market. But I stick to landscaping because I like it enough. I like it enough. Makes me enough money that I like it enough to stick to it. Another thing to consider, what are your strengths? If you're a personal trainer and if you're jacked, if you're shredded, maybe personal training is the way to go. Maybe you make an IG page, you pop off, right? What are your strengths? What do you have in your corner right now? What's the quickest way to money in the door? What can you start doing today to make money? What makes you unique, right? Fail fast. This is a philosophy I invented. I don't know if I invented it, but I'm going to say I did. Fail fast. Try a bunch of different businesses. Try them fast and fail quickly. Find out which one works. Because the faster you fail, faster you're going to find out what works. So start something. Stop thinking about it. Just start something. Using this framework, figure out what might be your best guess as to what you should start. And just fail fast. Start learning. On-the-job training. Don't be afraid to pick up a shovel either. I can't talk right now, boys. It's like 10 p.m. And I had a full day. Anyways, excuses. Don't be afraid to pick up a shovel, right? Go do some dirty work. Go do something not sexy, right? Landscaping doesn't get you a lot of clout, right? But it does make a lot of fucking money. So, just food for thought. Here's a bunch of businesses I failed, and just to see that I practice what I preach, right? I'm telling you to fail fast and try a bunch of things. These are all the things I tried in the last year, right? I did SMMA, made a few $1,000s from that. Fitness influencer, these are all the posts I had. I was doing the whole fucking Instagram Reels thing. This page is archived now. I tried an IG theme page trying to get followers by reposting I don't know, Andrew Tate content? I don't know what it was. I tried an aesthetic TikTok page, making nice cinematography with this camera. I tried flipping shit, buying laptops, reselling them. YouTuber, of course, which I'm still doing now. I was thinking about buying a hot dog cart, so I was binge watching this guy's content. I was about to invest $5,000 into a hot dog cart. So I tried a bunch of different things. This is the point. I tried a bunch of different things. And yeah, a lot of them I didn't make money with, but a lot of the skills I learned from, example, SMMA, I learned how to run ads for my business, which has been massively profitable. The IG theme page, I learned how to edit reels, which is going to be massively profitable for my business. etc. So it's okay to try a couple different businesses and fail, but the longer you spend thinking about which one you're going to do, weighing up the decision, analyzing, that could be spent just trying something and figuring it out on the go. All right, speed kills. This is the most important point in this entire presentation, okay? Speed kills. Speed kills. In boxing, all else being equal, two fighters have the same power, right? The same technique, the same slipping ability, right? They're both the same level of readiness on fight day. All things being equal, the one who can throw a faster punch is going to win, right? Speed kills. Because if you can't block the punch fast enough, you're going to get knocked out. Speed kills. You have to be faster than everyone else. So, what do I mean by this? You know how people are like, oh, I have a business idea. I'm going to start I keep saying car detailing business. I'm going to start a car detailing business. Or I want to start a business, whatever the business is. Your friend says that, right? And you talk to them a week later, they're like, yeah, I'm going to start that business. It's been a week, right? It's been a week. Where's your fucking company, right? Where's the money, right? It's been a week. So I want to tell you a story about the legendary McDonald's business meeting I had last year. So the story goes, I was at Fit for Less, which is like a gym here in Canada. I was at Fit for Less, and a friend I saw that I hadn't seen since middle school pulled up at the gym. So we caught up, started talking, whatever. Turns out he knew how to do one of these businesses you see on TikTok. It's like one of the trend businesses. It's called driveway sealing. The business isn't important, but I was looking into it and he knew how to do it because he was doing it for another company. So I suggested we start our own business. The very next day, we had a meeting at McDonald's because it was a convenient meeting spot about how we were going to do this business. And the following day, we invested $2,000 on a credit card to buy the machine in order to do this business. It's like a machine that sprays tar on a driveway to like make it black again. That's all you need to know. So within 2 days, we invested $2,000 in our business, and the very same week, we were making money. We were making money the very same week we had the business idea. A couple $100, which isn't much, but we had the business off the ground and we had customers and we had orders coming in. Right? So you motherfuckers have a business idea and you sit on it for a month and you think about it. And then maybe after a month you make your logo. Maybe after 2 months you even make a website. But you never take real action. You never got money in the door. Right? Within a week we were making money. The very next day we had the idea. We had a meeting. The very next day we invested in the machine. Right? Speed. The sooner you get over the inertia of starting, the sooner you make money. Within our first month, we made $4,000. Within the first month, we had a $1.3 thousand day in business, which is pretty good considering we were two 18-year-olds who had no idea what the fuck we were doing. Speed kills. We just bought the machine, figured it out. We lit a fire under our asses because we spent $2,000 on credit, money we didn't have, so we had to figure something out or else we were in debt. Right? Speed kills. Invest now, figure out later. Get orders in, learn how to fulfill the service later. Speed. Get the idea, start the business tomorrow. Get your first customer tomorrow, today. Right? Everyone is slow. Everyone is slow. So this $30,000 landscaping job I'm doing right now, currently, I'm about to finish it. I got the job. I was talking to the client, right? I'm a very new business. I'm 19, right? I haven't had my business for a while. So why would this client trust my company with $30,000 worth of landscaping? Surely she'd hire a seasoned professional company that's been doing this for 10 years. Why did she hire my company? I was asking her. And she said, because you were able to do it sooner than the other company would. They said they would have to wait until the end of summer. You said you could do it next week. Speed! That was the only deciding factor. I could make it happen faster. And that's not the only example. Some other client told me that last month. I got a $3,000 client because I could do it faster than the other guy. I could get it done faster. Speed kills. Be faster than everyone else. This shit's important. Speed. Faster. Everyone is slow. Everyone is slow with everything. Be the fast guy. And you'll get money. Trust me. Example business. This is an example of speed. You buy a lawnmower today with a credit card. I recommend. Don't spend your own money. Get a credit card. Light a fire under your ass to go take action. You buy the lawnmower today at 7 a.m. or tomorrow, whatever. 7 a.m. You buy the lawnmower. You have it all out of its packaging and set up by 10 a.m. Learned how to use it, cut some grass, whatever. You go door knock on 100 of your neighbors or in the neighborhood, people with lawns, and you say, hey, I just bought this lawnmower. I'm a student, whatever. Use whatever empathy card or whatever you need to make some money. You say, hey, I want to cut your grass. Would you pay me for it? Maybe they would. Maybe they won't. Maybe you'll get rejected. Go to the next house. Do 100 of them. I guarantee you the same day, you're making at least $100. At least $100. Same day you start your business. Your fucking lawn mowing company. Same day you're making money. Yeah, maybe day one is $100 revenue, right? But that's day one. Day one, you're making money in your business. Maybe day 10, you're doing $200 because you figured some shit out, right? Maybe you handed out some flyers. You don't need to door knock anymore, right? Then you use the money that you made that day to pay off the lawnmower, right? And by day 2, you're profitable, right? Day 3, you use the money you make to buy some yard signs, right? Now you're booked for the coming month because people are calling your phone. Now you got a fucking lawn mowing company. I'm a genius. Boom, company, right? You have a fucking company. Just like that. Same day action. Solves everything. Don't spend anything of your own money, right? Like I said, buy it with a credit card. Buy your startup costs, whatever the business is. Doesn't have to be lawn mowing, anything. Could be a fucking, I don't know. Could be a fucking hot dog joint, right? You could open a restaurant. Buy your lease with a credit card, right? Put the lease on credit. Do whatever you need to do, but get shit up and running fast. Prove there's demand first if you can. So, let's say you are opening a hot dog stand, right? First, take some of your hot dogs down to the beach and see if you can actually sell them. See if you have a good product, right? And if you don't, if no one buys them, then you just saved yourself $5,000 on a hot dog cart because you know no one likes your fucking hot dogs. Prove there's demand first. If you're selling, I don't know, jewelry, e-commerce, let's say, you know how people make their little jewelry and they sell it online? Make your jewelry. Actually, wait, before you make your jewelry, put an ad out, right? Put an advertisement out that you're selling jewelry. See if anyone orders before you go invest in the jewelry machine, right? See if there's demand first. Save yourself some fucking time and money. Do this smart. Another example business, photography, right? I've never ran a photography business in my life, but if I did, this is how I would do it. And by the way, once again, disclaimer, I'm not a business savant, but I have hustled more than the average 19-year-old. And I'm just telling you my lessons. If you don't want to learn from me, then fuck off. But how would I start a photography business? Photography. Why did I say photography? Anyways, I would first, before I even buy the fucking camera, right? Stick to my principles. Before I even buy the camera, I would work for free with my iPhone. I would get a portfolio. I would go take pictures of my friends, whatever, right? I'd build a client list, right? Maybe take some pictures of important people. Maybe DM some important people in your city, some blue check marks, if there are any. and say, hey, I'll photograph you for free, I'll follow you around for the day. In return, just post me on your story, whatever, right? Build up a little bit of a client list, get some pictures, get some testimonials, maybe buy some followers, make your page look legit, and then start advertising. Start advertising. Pay for some Facebook ads. DM people on Instagram. Hey, do you want like a little photography package of yourself for Instagram? It's like $70. You get like a new profile picture. You get like 10 custom story posts. You get like 10 photo edited pictures. You get 10 candid poses. Whatever. Just sell a package. Have a clever marketing angle on it, right? Like, you're 10 times more likely to attract women with this like package, and then you show like a little case study of like the client you took pictures of, and he has a girlfriend now because you take sexy pictures. I don't know. This is off the top of my fucking head, right? But this is how I would approach this kind of business. See if there's demand before you even invest any money into the fucking expensive camera. But the main point is just start. Just start. Do something. Do anything, but just start now and figure it out as you go. It won't be perfect off the jump. Nothing is. But just start. That's it. Go make money. So, we've been going for nearly 40 minutes. Boys, I hope you enjoyed that full guide to 10K a month while you're in university or whatever. I realized that this guide wasn't like perhaps exactly what you were expecting. I didn't give you a specific business model to follow and, how to talk to clients and how to market and how to do sales, whatever. I didn't do that because even if I did tell you, 0% of you were going to follow the advice. What you need to know is the principles, and what you probably need even more is just a kick in the ass to go try something. So if you want to see the kind of work it took to get to this level, I say this level like I'm fucking, Slumdog Millionaire, but I'm doing okay, right? And if you want to see what work was required to get here, just go to my YouTube channel, scroll through my previous videos, go watch them. I was working like a fucking dog for a while, man. So it's not important specifically what I did, but just take the principles away from what I did, right? Everyone's situation is going to be different. Everyone's business is going to be different. But if you take the principle of not spending money before money comes in, right? Seeing if there's demand before you start. Speed. All these sort of like principles I've taught you today. If you just implement those, you'll be far better off than, just dicking around when you have a business idea, making a logo, making an Instagram page before you have any fucking money coming in. Forget anything that doesn't make you money. That's my little Hustlers University. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go to the gym now. Let me know what you think of this. This is a different kind of style of video. But check out my other content if you like my style. I just document my life and my lessons in vlog and educational format like this. So thanks very much for watching. Peace out.